Relax the shoulder. Let the elbow drop. Now, when the opening's there, straight line.
Like that?
Closer. Watch. From here, pop. No tension. Quick. Speed comes from being loose, not from muscle. Eyes don't low up. From here is straight. Just an inch between intent and impact.
Small, like a snap.
Exactly. Relax the shoulder. Let the elbow point. Then, boom.
Feels faster
Speed
already.
comes from not trying. Keep it simple.
Like this?
Good. Now, parry, shoot. Straight line. Don't pour strength into it. Let it go.
Feels too light.
Light is fast. Fast is power. Side kick, watch.
That's a tall order.
You can reach it. Breath, hips first.
All right.
First, step in, lead hand first. Straight line like this, snap it back.
Got it.
Don't lock the elbow. Let it float. Slip here, counter there.
Quick.
Fast but relaxed. Feet a little narrower.
Yes.
Jab. Relax the shoulder. Let the elbow drop. Now, when the opening's there, straight line.
Like that?
Closer. Watch. From here, pop. No tension. Quick. Speed comes from being loose, not from... Turn the hip over. Yeah, like that. Keep the knee tucked first, all right? Now, extend. Push through the heel. Good. Hold it. See the line? Waist and shoulder in one plane. Don't lean back too much. Let it whip from the hip. Snap.
Bruce Lee and Steve McQueen became great friends in the 1960s and started training together in 1967. Bruce called McQueen his, quote, toughest student and praised him for his amazing strength and durability.
There was one day in the Sherman Oaks Karate School, which Chuck Norris owned in partnership with Bob Wall, of which I was the chief instructor. And we were in the office, the three of us, Bob Wall, Chuck Norris, and myself, when we heard this god-awful noise out front, the screeching of tires. We heard a car bang against the curb. We thought, oh my God, you know, the world is coming to an end. We rushed outside, and there is this brand new Porsche sort of sitting at a cockeyed angle on the curve. Wasn't very well parked. And Bruce Lee is standing next to it with his arms folding it and just looking it over and just as proud as he could be. He said, guys, look at my new car. We said, Bruce, it's beautiful. But we thought, you know, something happened. No, everything's fine. He says, Chuck, come on for a ride. I'm going to take you for a ride in my new car. Well, Chuck froze in terror. He said, Bruce, I've got to run back to my other school. I've got lessons to teach. I'll see you later. But remember, you owe me a ride. Oh, sure. Pat, come on, jump in the car. I said, well, Bruce, you know, my classes are about to start. I've got to go inside. Another time, okay? Oh, sure. Bob, come on. I'll take you for a ride in my car. It's great, you know, hot. And Bob says, Bruce, I have an appointment. I have a deal coming in. I'm going to sell somebody a lesson. Bruce never got it. We said, you know, why don't you just jump in and go for a ride, you know, and we'll catch you another time. Okay, guys. He never got the fact that no way did we want to get into the car with Bruce. And, of course, he just drove off in his new car, was going to show somebody else. But there's a prequel to that story. Steve McQueen, who was my best friend up to the time that he died, he was a student of Bruce Lee for many years, and after Bruce became a very famous film star, of course, he no longer taught lessons, so Steve began to train with Chuck Norris and eventually with myself. And after Bruce had passed, Steve told me the story that one day after Bruce had come back from doing a film in Hong Kong, he had called Steve. He said, Steve, I've got to get a Porsche. I want to get a Porsche like yours. Now, Steve, you have to realize, was a world-class driver. He could have made a living as a Grand Prix driver. He was that good. Anyway, Steve said to Bruce, look, Bruce, let me take you for a ride in my Porsche. It's really a hot car, but if you don't know what you're doing, you can get into a lot of trouble with this thing. So Bruce was all excited. He said, okay. So Steve went and pulled up and picked up Bruce, and they went to Mulholland Drive around the San Fernando Valley in L.A. Now, Mulholland Drive is a very narrow, very high road on the top of the mountains that surround the San Fernando Valley. Very twisty, and if you miss a turn, you're going to go off into the valley. So Bruce and Steve went up to the San Fernando Valley, up to the Mulholland Drive to go for the ride. Now, Bruce was sitting next to Steve, and if you've never been in a Porsche, they have a very deep wheel well or foot well where your feet goes in a very low seat so you can stretch your legs straight out. And Steve was really focused on the road, and he said, okay, Bruce, you ready? And he heard Bruce say, yes, I'm all set, let's go. Well, Steve took that sucker, that Porsche, through its paces, and he was just driving it like crazy, and he'd say, what do you think of this power, Bruce? And Bruce said nothing. He heard no noise over there. And Steve says, now watch this, and he goes through the twisting turns and twisting around, and isn't that great, Bruce? See how it handles? Now watch this when I slide it. And Steve would put the thing into a tail slide, going right near the edge of the... And isn't that great, Bruce? No sound. He twists the other way, no sound. He says, now watch this, Bruce. This sucker will do a mean 180. And Steve goes, gears down, and spins it around, does a total 180. Stops the car, and he looks over and he says, well, what do you think, Bruce? And Bruce isn't there. Bruce! And he looks down. Bruce is down in the footwell, covered up. And he gets up. I can't use the language that Bruce used, but he said, McQueen, I'll kill you. I'll kill you, McQueen. I'm going to kill you. And Steve said, his eyes open. He said, uh-oh, here is Bruce Lee, angry, the toughest guy in the world. He's angry, and he wants to kill me. So Steve said he took off and started going as fast as he could in the highway. He said, Bruce, calm down. And Bruce is saying, Steve, slow down, slow down. And Steve said, you won't hit me, will you, Bruce? No, you won't touch me, will you? No, you won't hurt me, will you? No, just stop the car. Stop the car. So Steve pulled it over to the side, and Bruce said, I'd never drive with you again, McQueen. Never. And that was it. But Bruce then did go out and get his own Porsche.
But the thing is, Bruce was a very rare type of individual. Exercise, conditioning was his life. And when I did the movie with him, you know, and doing that fight scene with him, just seeing how fast he was and what an incredible athlete he was, it was really an honor to be able to fight against him.
You have to keep your reflexes so that when you want it, it's there. When you want to move, you're moving. And when you move, you are determined to move. Not taking 1 inch, not anything less than that. If I want to punch, I'm gonna do it, man, and I'm gonna do it, you see? So, I mean, so that is the type of thing you have to train yourself into it, to become one with the
Ah, ah, ah.